What's up guys, it's TC and MarkyB here, trying to really quickly go through my Call of Duty history and where I've got to today. So, this is a clan vs clan gameplay, just recorded it, trying to get a video out for you guys for tomorrow. So, yeah, started off in Call of Duty 4, as did a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people started off back then in those Call of Duty 4 days, sweating GBs. I actually started off on the hardcore ladder. I have no idea how that came to be. I have no idea why I was playing hardcore, because it was dreadful. It was just pre-fires, and there was little skill in it, and there was some awful players who dominated back on the COD 4 hardcore ladders. Although it was fun, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it, and it was where I started off. So I've always got to remember where my roots and where I came from. So started off in COD 4 hardcore GBs. Wasn't too successful. I mean, I had a few decent rosters, can't really remember much details, but it was really Call of Duty World at War where I got my name out there. I played a lot with the American players as well in Call of Duty World at War. I actually had a montage where I have a few kills against some of the best players you may know nowadays, like the likes of Karma. APOC was a good player back then. He features, I think I turned on Moose in the video. And there was other players I played in, but they just didn't feature my montage just because they just didn't get rinsed. I played against players like Merc, players like Eagle, Mutation. There's so many people that I can't even remember. Aches from Complexity as well. He was actually called Headaches that played World at War, and it actually took a brief hiatus. And now going into I'll talk about that later. But so that was, World at War ended. Modern Warfare 2 came out. Modern Warfare 2 was seen as the sort of saviour for Call of Duty because World at War wasn't that successful. Although I did enjoy it personally, on the grand scheme of things, it wasn't really seen as a successful Call of Duty title, which I can understand. The maps were a bit bad. The game, the guns were a bit OP. It just wasn't a great game when I think about it, but I had a lot of good times back then. So, I mean, Call of Duty World at War for me is just filled with great memories. So then going into Modern Warfare 2, it was seen as the sort of saviour for Call of Duty, and it was a great game. Obviously, by the makers of Call of Duty 4, I think it was a changed team though. I'm not entirely sure of the development team. I think it might have been slightly different. Apologies, got a bit of a cough. So I mean, Morph 2 was the first sort of taste of competitive for me, where I actually had a team, where it wasn't just GB and sort of playing with Americans and scrims and whatnot. It was a proper team, and we intended to attend LAN events on Modern Warfare 2. But there wasn't actually any LAN events on Modern Warfare 2, bar 2 events, one of which was an 18+ event, GameStop Internationals, and an event in Amsterdam, which I actually wasn't allowed to go to. So my team on Modern Warfare 2 was myself, Tunney, who is now a caster. He's casted at the Call of Duty World Championships. He's casted at numerous events. He's a very well-known European caster from Newcastle. And my team was myself, Tunney, Adamsy was a player I teamed with on the start of Black Ops 2. I was in 4 Kings alongside him, but he was also in the likes of TCM and stuff on Black Ops 1. So players from back then will know who he is. So I teamed with myself, Adamsy, and Tunney. And I can't remember, the fourth was one of these things that switch around a lot. I also teamed with Mark. Mark was a player who was part of the Imperial team at EGL 4, part of a few other teams, but he teamed with Momo, Madcat and Josh at EGL 4, where they actually beat the first seeded Infused team, the team that were expected to dominate at that event. So some of you guys back then may know who Mark is. That's what I'm talking about. Then moving from Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 1, I then took a short hiatus. I actually sort of lost interest in the game. I had a lot of problems to the connection. I was focusing a lot on school, so I sort of stopped playing Black Ops 1. Didn't really touch it till the very end. I actually attended my first event on the game, but it was just a joke actually. It was a content writer. During Black Ops 1, I didn't have any intentions of playing the game. I was a content writer for the likes of Deserto, Team Foreign, Link Gaming. Some of these orgs may bring back memories for some of you guys, and I was actually a content writer for those guys, and I was producing articles and whatnot that basically broadcasted or gave the news in the Call of Duty scene related to those respective organisations. And obviously Deserto used to be the forefront of Call of Duty European esports, and everyone was always on there reading the articles and whatnot. So I was actually one of the people that wrote articles on there. So yeah, I don't know and I don't know how that happened. So that's sort of up until Black Ops 1, the end. I'm going to do another video tomorrow, guys. That's sort of where I am so far. Little quick snippet of what's to come now. After this, I'm going to go into in my next video. I'm going to go into Modern Warfare 3 and the successes afterwards, because I had a lot of success during Modern Warfare 3, a lot of downs in Modern Warfare 3 that made me want to quit. But then I came back strong on Black Ops 2, and I'm going to be talking about that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys.